Fire risks in slums. Why they happen and how to prevent them. Slum settlements are known to experience fire incidences which are devastating and frequently recur in the developing world. Informal settlements in Asia, Africa, and Latin America are much affected by fires that destroy lives, livelihoods, and homes within minutes. This danger has been compounded by the fast urbanization of cities, poverty, overcrowding, and inadequate infrastructure in the past few years. Based on recent reports on global urban safety, 20,242,025, the percentage of urban fire-related fatalities that take place in informal settlements is disproportionately large. Excessive population and overcrowding. Extreme overcrowding is one of the greatest causes of fires in slums spreading very fast. The populated areas are usually constructed in little land, and thus the families erect their houses closely enough to each other. Narrow streets, common walls, and close-packed buildings leave the circumstances of a small fire burning dozens of houses in several minutes. In 2025, urban studies still draw attention to the fact that population density in slums can reach up to 10 times that in the planned residential regions. Such a density complicates evacuation and does not allow emergency services to reach affected areas in time. Unsafe housing materials. Another significant source of fire risk is the materials that are used to construct homes in slums. Most of the buildings are made of materials that are highly flammable, including wood, plastic sheets, cardboard, bamboo, and scrap metal. The reason behind the selection of such materials is that they are inexpensive and easy to get, although they contribute greatly to the intensity and propagation of fire. Over the recent years, these materials have become even more flammable due to the heat waves that are as a result of climate change. The recent disaster resilience reports of 2024 indicate that the fires in the slums are burning much faster and with greater intensity as compared to the decades past. Unlawful and defective electrical connections. Malfunctioning electrical systems continue to be one of the major causes of slum fire. Because of the unavailability of electricity through legal means, most residents use illegal connections, overloaded wires, and improvised extensions. These hazardous installations tend to short-circuit particularly at the most time of peak load or during extreme weather conditions. Electric loads will become more significant in the year 20,242,025. Due to the use of more electrically powered gadgets, electric fans, and mobile charging stations. Flame and cooking practices. A daily need in slums is cooking, and a great source of fire. Most of the households use open fires, kerosene, charcoal, or wood-fired cooking techniques, mostly indoors or in communal areas. The spilled fuel and unattended stoves, as well as unsteady cooking structures, are often the source of fire. Health and safety studies indicate that cooking-related fires accounted one of the 3 leading causes of slum fires in the world in 2025. Efforts aimed at prevention are more directed to the clean cooking solutions, including the enhanced biomass stoves, LPG access programs, and the solar cookers. Inadequacy in firefighting infrastructure. Slums normally do not have proper firefighting equipment, such as fire hydrant, water supply systems, and accessible roads. In the case of fire outbreaks, inhabitants have to use buckets, scarce water supplies, or delayed emergency services. Most settlements have narrow streets and informal designs that do not allow the fire trucks to access them. Limitations in awareness and fire safety education. Ignorance about the risk of fire is also a major contributor to repetition of events in slums. Most of the residents lack knowledge of general prevention measures, emergency management strategies, and evacuation strategies. This problem is aggravated by language barriers, low literacy levels, and access to information. The recent developments in 20,242,025 indicate the transition to community-based education programs. Based on visual tools, mobile apps, and peer educators, gaps in policies and governance issues. Poor administration and policy loopholes are very crucial in supporting fire hazards in slums. Informal settlements are often not included in the formal city planning, and thus the safety rules, investment in infrastructures, and emergencies are not offered to them. By 2025, urban policy analysts will point to inclusive models of governance that will define slums as an integral component of the cities. Contribution of waste accumulation and poor sanitation. The waste accumulation is also a frequent cause of fire in slum settlements, which is ignored often. The accumulation of garbage that consists of plastics, paper and cloths, and organic waste forms the most combustible environments, particularly during dry seasons. In most slums, waste collection systems are infrequent or missing, and residents have to burn the trash as a waste disposal measure.